Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Well, no, it's technically Monday, so I got caught up doing some things. I'm more of a night owl than I am an early bird, but I'm trying to switch that around, right? But I wanted to get on here because it's still in the night. It could be, let me see. It would be 11:31 PM in California. I'm just gonna say that I'm in Cali. No, I'm just kidding. So I wanted to talk about how you hear can cost you money, right? So what I mean by that is today, as I was listening to the sermon, I was listening about um, changing how you hear, and it made me really think about that some of the things we hear over and over again, we really have to change how we're hearing it. Because one of the things that the preacher was saying was that how you perceive a thing will determine how you receive a thing. And I heard that from somewhere else. I'm trying to think where I heard that from, but how you perceive a thing or how you perceive someone will um, will basically like tell you how you're going to receive someone or how you receive a thing. So basically, um as I was thinking about that, and one of the things he said is that if you really just see someone as just this, or you feel like that, okay, I heard this before, um then it can really affect your ability to really have a transformation. Because one, okay, how you're hearing something has to change, right? And you have to really put faith behind your hearing, right? How can you have faith unless you hear it? And how can you hear unless you have a preacher, right? And so you have to really put faith in what you hear. And so a lot of times we hear something over and over again. And, we've been here. I've been in, network marketing and other business meetings. And it's like, okay, they're saying the same thing, but why are they saying the same thing to you? Why are you only hearing the same thing? Because there's other people in the room that are that are in the same room as you that heard the same thing you heard. And guess what? I've been in the room with some of these people. Listen, this is the thing. It's gonna stop. But I've been in a room with people that were in the same position, and then they're hearing the same thing I'm hearing, but they go out and they make like millions of dollars, right? So there's a difference, right? There's someone who can go in and go into Sunday, hear a message, somebody else sitting next to them hearing the same message, but it's how they perceive something, is how they receive it. And so they receive it totally different, and their whole life has changed. They're delivered from whatever, substance abuse or whatever that is, and it's based on how you hear. So that really made me think, okay, how am I hearing? How am I perceiving what I'm hearing? Do I got to change the way I'm perceiving something? Because if I'm not changing, if my life's not being changed, I knew you were going to be up, Pastor Kelly. Um so hello. I love it. I love it. Um my eyes are already closed. I'm half Asian, so like my eyes are already like sleep right now. But but yes, but it's important that we receive what we are hearing with a brand new ear. And that's one thing that I like. It's like, okay, I heard this before, but there's a reason why I'm hearing it again. And here's something else that I'll say too is that if I'm hearing something over and over again and over again, right? If it's a certain strategy or something, then what's going to be important is that did I implement what I heard? So if I'm hearing, okay, you want to save money. Okay. Let's just say you want to save up to $1,000. Okay. Yeah, I heard that before. Well, have you done it? Because had you done it, then your ears will be able to listen to the next thing that you need to do. So a lot of times, the reason why you're stuck is because you're hearing the same thing and you're thinking, okay, I've heard this before. I heard this before. I don't want to hear it. Well, there's a reason why you're hearing it again. Once you implement and once you obey that word, and here's something that Mike Murdoch said. He said, um, What's the last instruction that you haven't obeyed yet? Like, that always stuck with me. Like, what is the last instruction that you have not obeyed yet? Like, what's the last thing that you haven't heard, haven't listened to, haven't implemented? And I think about that. Okay, why am I stuck right now? Okay, well, when I was talking to one of my coaches, he says I needed to do this. Have I done that? Because if you haven't done it, you're going to go back through and listen to the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. Okay, call 10 people. Let's just say, for instance, the thing was call 10 people every day, or call 5 people, call 10 people every day, right? Call 10 people, see if they're interested in what you have to sell. And you're just like, okay, I hear that all the time. I mean, you say the same thing every time we meet. But have you implemented it? Because I guarantee you the person that implemented it, right, they'll be able to receive what the new is. But if you haven't done what was previously instructed for you to do, then there's no way for you to move to the next level. And so that's why you can be in the same room hearing everything, right? Or um yeah, you can be in the same room and one person beside me is making $10 million, next person beside me is making six figures, right? It's all like the same thing. And so you really got to change how you hear so that you can increase the capacity. Not even increase the capacity, some of it is just as simple as saying, what do I like need to do? Like, what's the last thing that I heard that I'm continually hearing? Is it um doing a live every day? Is it uh selling? Is it doing TikTok? So whatever it is, right? Whatever that is, like, we have to implement it, because I guarantee you that the person next to me that just made $3 million last year has a different kind of ear to what they're hearing. Okay. They've already mastered a certain amount of and level of skills to where it's like, okay, I'm ready for the next level. So if you feel like you're stuck, just rewind back and say, okay, what did my pastor tell me to do, right? What did this coach tell me to do? Have I done that yet? You may want to do a self check so that you can see. So, anyways, just letting y'all know it was a blessed service today. We had a 1 year anniversary, Ignite Church Global. Listen, like, we've been pastoring for years. Like, my husband, 15 years in, like, already have been doing that. And so we've gone, like, I've been there like since the Genesis, and seeing like the transitions and the I know this is a taboo word, but the evolution and the trajectory of where God has taken the ministry, and just to see where we are right now is just amazing. And so we had an amazing praise and worship leader, amazing speaker today. They just blessed the house. And yeah, it's just awesome. So anyways, I'm going to be thinking about what I need to hear. What instruction do I need to obey? And I hope you do the same thing. So God bless y'all. And Lord willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow.